What's up guys, my name's Adapt. Welcome back to another video on the channel. This is probably, I don't know what order this video is going in, but when it comes to recording the first part of videos, I think this is my fourth one now. This is my fourth one, so 5 more to go after this. So we're taking a look at Huge Grilla's custom text and player instructions. He did a video not too long ago. I think it was probably at most 1 or 2 months ago, so it's quite recent, to be honest with you guys. They haven't released much of a patch since. I think there was one update not too long ago, but I don't think that was addressing gameplay that much. So we're using Huge Grilla's custom text and player instructions. Obviously a great player. He won a world championship last year, won FIWC, and this year he was MS Tsari's coach. So MS Tsari got to the final. Unfortunately, he lost to Mo Alba. So Huge Grilla knows what he's doing when it comes to advising people, and he knows how to play this game. He was dominant back in, I want to say, FIFA 16. I think that was his best FIFA, where he absolutely destroyed everyone. And FIFA 18, he had a good year. And this year he hasn't done much, but he's still a very good and a very proven player. So this is my team right here. I've shown you guys this so many times. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Twitter down below. You guys can click on the description and then it will be a link to my Twitter. So if you guys can go and follow me, I'd appreciate that a lot. And if you guys can leave a comment if you enjoyed this video, if you guys can subscribe down below. I'm trying to get to 3k subs, so if you guys can hit that subscribe button, I would appreciate that a lot. I want to get to 3k before FIFA 20, so I hope you guys can help me out on that one. So this is the team I'm using. So obviously on the right I'd have Keane, if you guys haven't heard already, and on the left I'd have Neymar. Neymar placed on the transfer list, then I sent him back to the club because I just saw he was worth nothing, so might as well keep him. I've got over 400 games on him, so why not just keep him in the club. 80k is not a lot of coins at the moment. It could probably buy you a decent player, but to sell Neymar just for 80k, I'm better off just keeping him. And he is a good player, he isn't a bad player at all. I just wanted a bit of an upgrade. I wanted a fresh face in the squad, and I wanted to try something new, and Ronaldinho was a player who would fit into my team perfectly. He'd get a link to Tellez. Any icon would, to be honest with you guys, but Dino is the best left mid icon in this game. There aren't any other really good ones. There's Perez, who isn't that great, but there's also Giggs and stuff, but Ronaldinho is the best left mid in this game when it comes to icons. There's other good left mids in general, but when it comes to icon left mids, Ronaldinho is probably the best one out there. He is the best one out there. So this is the team I'm using. So obviously on the bench I've used a lot of things in my club to do this Ronaldinho card for cheap. So I'm going to get into custom text and player instructions right now, and I'll be right back. Now getting into custom text and player instructions, now let's get into the game plans first. So it's the 4-4-2. Now we're seeing some similarities between MS Tsari's formation that he used at FIWC when it came to trying to take the game to Mo Alba and get back in the final, and we're seeing similarities between what Huge Grilla uses as well. So he got this inspiration from someone else, but I think he said these are his favorite custom tactics, his favorite formation and favorite player instructions on the game, and I think he got it from someone called Nightwatch. That's what's coming to my head. I don't know who that is, but Huge Grilla said he took inspiration from that person. So for defensive style we use his drop back. Width he's got at 5 bars, depth he's got at 3 bars. For defensive style he's using balanced, 5 bars of width, 5 bars plays in the box. That seems quite decent. Corners and free kicks both on 3 bars. That seems okay as well. Free kicks I'd have it lower, corners I'd have it at 3 bars, but this is what Huge Grilla uses. Plays in the box he's got it at 5 bars, and width 5 bars as well. That's okay. Maybe I'd have plays in the box and width a bit higher up because I'm more confident in crossing into the box. I'd like to use the flick up crosses a lot. So he's got width and plays in the box lower, but it's not that big of a deal. Maybe I'd have them a bit higher myself, but this is just what he uses, and it seemed to work quite decently in game. Depth he's got at 3 bars. Width and depth, there's a huge difference between the two in Huge Grilla's custom text and player instructions. But getting into the formation, so we've got the original 4 back. In the left DM role I'd have Keane. In the left mid role I'd have Neymar. Now this is the same setup as what I'd use with MS Dasari when it comes to the team lineup. Now I would have Milinkovic Savic in the left centre mid role and Ronaldinho's prime card in the left mid role. So this is how the team lines up. Now getting into the player instructions, we have stay back or attacking, conservative, interceptions and overlap on both fullbacks. Now this is something where I was like, this is very different, and it seemed to work quite decently. It was very, I don't want to say bizarre, it was different. That's all I'm going to say. It was different. It was different to what I've seen on this game before. It's the complete opposite to what other people would use, but it seemed to work quite well in this formation. Stay back or attacking, conservative, interceptions and overlap on both fullbacks. On the left mid, come back on defense, get into the box and conservative interceptions. Didn't really try conservative interceptions before this video, and they're okay. I'm going to say that they don't affect your game too much. It might even help, but maybe I need to play more games with conservative interceptions to really realize their full effect and see how they affect the team when it comes to the results you get. So yes, come back on defense and get into the box for the cross, and conservative interceptions on the left midfielder. On the right midfielder, he uses comeback on defense, getting to the box and conservative interceptions as well. So we've got comeback on defense, conservative interceptions and getting to the box on both. So he's done the same to both, which is what people usually do. Then on the right centre midfielder, stay back or attacking and cover centre, and on the left centre midfielder, stay back or attacking, cover centre and conservative interceptions, which is a bit different. I never really see one on conservative interceptions, one on normal interceptions. I usually just see both on normal interceptions, but Huge Good is using something different. Nightwatch, whoever created these tactics, is onto something different, and this is taking experimenting to another level a bit, as it's not the norm, it's not what people normally use, but it's something different, and it was fun to use, to be honest with you guys. It gives me a good experience, and I get to try every custom tactic, every formation. It's just a lot of fun, to be honest with you guys. Sometimes it can be annoying when I can't change to what I want to chase a game, because obviously you need to change game plans in the middle of games if you want to win the game 100%, but I have to stay in this game plan the whole game. So if I have my custom tactics on drop back and my opposition's passing around the back, that isn't going to be a good look for me. I'm not going to be able to win the ball back from my opponent, as what happened in one game of Foot Champs, where I just stuck in the game plan because I was making a video for you guys. I didn't want to change it. I want to bring you guys an accurate video, but when my opponent's passing around the back, it was difficult for me to get the ball. I didn't even get the ball back, and the guy could just take the win if he wants to play like that, to be honest. But I could have combated that by putting constant pressure, but I left it on the same game plans on whatever I was using, and on that game plan I think it was drop back, so my team were dropping back a lot, weren't pressing my opposition. So you have cover centre on both of the centre midfielders, one on normal interceptions, one on conservative interceptions, both on stay back or attacking. Now on the left striker, we have conservative interceptions and comeback on defense. Very, very different. No stay central. I would usually use stay central and basic or comeback on defense, but conservative interceptions on the left striker is something different. And no stay central, I would usually use stay central. And on the right striker, he uses conservative interceptions and stay forward. So he's a fan of conservative interceptions here, and stay forward I would normally use, but I normally use getting behind and stay forward. I'd usually use that combination, but for these custom text and player instructions, Huge Gorilla uses conservative interceptions and stay forward. So guys, those are the custom tactics, those are the player instructions, that is the formation Huge Gorilla uses for his defensive game plan. Now let's get into the gameplay. Now getting into the gameplay, guys, so we are using Huge Gorilla's defensive custom tactics in this video. This guy has a very good team that I'm coming up against. I think I saw team of the season Jovic. There must have been another team of the season Bundesliga striker up there with him. So he had a very good team. So makes it 1-0 here. Good goal from him, but he doesn't need to dab there really. I haven't come up against many people who just dab anymore, to be honest. But he goes ahead and goes 1-0 up. Now I'm trying to come back from this. Lozano is going to play it to Gnabry. Gnabry plays it back to Lozano. Beautiful goal from Lozano. Nice driven shot. Orange time it. Not too great. Orange or yellow. I'd say yellow time it. And we go to extra time. So extra time, we are in the later stages of the game. Fitness is going down on the players, so I brought on some fresh legs. Torres, Lozano I brought on earlier on in the game. I was trying to get that goal to win this game. Da Costa's going to do a ball roll, plays it to Lozano. Lozano plays it to Torres. Beautiful drag back from Torres. That is a beautiful goal. This is in FUT Champs actually. This was from my FUT Champs run. I forgot that I recorded these videos during Champs as well. I played a weekend where I recorded videos in Champs. So this guy's a red Ronaldo team. He's a Messi. He's got a great team right there, to be honest with you guys. You guys just saw that red Ronaldo. He was decent at the game and maybe a bit of luck there. I'd say this guy was probably, from what I could remember, maybe a gold 2 or gold 1 player. So he had a very good team. Red Ronaldo as well. This guy makes it 1-0 in the 2nd minute. So not off to a great start right there. And we are going to come back with Gnabry. Gnabry's going to play it to Petit. Petit is going to do some nice patient play. Play it through to Quagliarella. We're going to wait. We're going to wait until the right opportunity arises. Play it through to Neymar. His Virgil van Dijk. I actually hate coming up against Van Dijk in this game. Intercepts everything. We get a second chance. Fortunately, Quagliarella makes it 1-0 in the 22nd minute. Now getting into the 68th minute, try to go for the front post header. You have to do what you have to do, especially in FUT Champs. Gnabry is going to play it to Da Costa. Da Costa is going to do a beautiful drag back. We're going to get a penalty there. That was quite fortunate for me. Some clever play with the drag back. Maybe he was a bit unfortunate to concede a penalty right there, but we take full advantage of it. Blanc goes down the middle. That is a goal right there in the 69th minute. So I believe we do end up winning this game. Now Telles plays it to Militao. Militao plays it to Petit, as we are doing right now. Nice patient play, just waiting to seize that right opportunity. Petit's on the ball. I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting until I find that window of opportunity to play a vital pass through. Quagliarella takes a shot. His keeper saves it, parries it back to me, and Henry scores nicely from the rebound, puts it into a back of net. 78th minute, I'm going to make a sub, and this guy decides he's had enough, quits out of the game. Then we get to the next game. This guy's a Felipe Anderson from the Premier League SBC. Don't see a lot of them cards used, but Felipe Anderson was interesting to come up against. He had Aubameyang, I do believe, or was it Aguero? I think he had Aguero team of the season. But we come against this guy. No game is easy in FUT Champs, to be honest with you guys. Gnabry does a nice La Croqueta, but when I say most games aren't easy, well, most games aren't easy, to be honest with you guys, in Champs, especially if you're quite decent at the game, and I was doing very well at this point. I was on a huge winning streak, I do believe. So we go 1-0 up, we take a lead, and this guy is going to try and combat with Footies. Kovacic, play it to Kante. Kante plays it to Aguero. Now we do get the ball off of him, wins it back fortunately for him. Aguero takes the shot, and we're going to get unfortunate here. He's going to score from the rebound from a cross. He gets a second chance, takes full advantage of that second chance, and here we are in the 98th minute. We're going to run over the ball with Lozano. We're going to put it into the back of the net. Nice goal from Lozano there to try and win me the game. We get back in the lead, and now we're back in the lead. My opponent's going to be pressing very high. He wants that goal back desperately, especially when it's extra time and he hasn't got a lot of time left. Play it through to Lozano. Lozano is going to shield the ball, do a drag back, and that's what I like about Lozano. He is very small. If you push him a lot, if you try and hold B too much on him, he's going to go down for a penalty, and that's what's really good about Lozano, which I don't see from many other players. Laurent Blanc puts it into the back of net from the penalty, makes it 3-1. Getting into the next game, red Benzema, red Marquinhos, red Thiago Silva, red Alisson, red Telles. Very good team there, and you could tell this guy was a consistent player in Champs if he's got that many reds and that many good reds as well. Or he's just very lucky, which I don't think he is. He is lucky to get them players, but he must be playing quite a lot of Champs to be able to get players like that. But we give away a penalty here. Silly from me. He does a nice skill move, throws me off right there. I press B, I snap, and this guy gets a penalty. Puts it into a back of net. Fair play to him. It's 1-0 right here. Very unfortunate for me, but we're trying to come back from the free kick. Keane plays it through to Quagliarella. That's a beautiful pass to Henry. Driven shot? Yes, it's a driven shot. Green timed as well. Timed it to perfection. Put it into the back of net. and we make that 1-1. I believe we go into extra time here. We actually go penalties, guys. You guys are going to see a very tense penalty shootout. I believe I deserve to win this game. I had quite a few chances and it went to a penalty shootout, and I was literally having a great penalty shootout when it comes to saving stuff. Alisson is going to save Quagliarella shot. Petit versus his keeper, and he's going to save that. So a lot of goalkeeper saves were made. We saved that shot again. I don't think this guy is going to score even one. Keane to win the game, puts it into the back of the net, and we end up winning the penalty shootout there, which was very nice. So that is a penalty shootout win. We get the win after that tense game, and then we get into our next game. Footies Richarlison, Footies Coman, Footies Kimpembe, Footies Mendy. How many Footies card does this guy have? It's ridiculous, guys. Quagliarella has the ball, plays it to Petit, Petit plays it to Henry. Henry is going to try and hold him off, but this guy is spamming B on that controller right there. But eventually we allow Henry to make the run, gets in a very good attacking position, makes it 1-0 right there. So we get off to a very good start in the 15th minute. Now I'm trying to extend my lead. Very close game, very tight game. This was the game to get to the next rank with all the confetti on the stadium. So I know this was a very important game for me to reach a milestone. So Gnabry plays it to Henry, Henry plays it to Neymar. That's a great goal for me. Tries to move the keeper a lot, and I watched out for that. Was calm, composed, waited for him to make that goalkeeper movement, took the shot, put it into the back of the net. It's a good goal from me. And this game, sometimes I was on, sometimes I was off. I lost focus quite a bit, and you guys are going to see a loss of focus there. Should have jockeyed the passing lane better with Eder Militao. This guy's going to go and score, makes it 2-1. And after that, I'm not thinking much of it. I thought I'm going to go and score another, but from our kickoff, it's meant to be our kickoff, the time when we're scoring, Telles does a pass. Now Da Costa shows for the ball and then runs away from it. Coman gets in front, passes it across to Richarlison, and that's 2-2 right there, and I had my head in my hands. Is this going to be another game I choke, or is it not? Petit on the ball, plays it to Neymar. Neymar does a beautiful drag back, gets into a great position, makes it 3-2 before half time. This guy didn't even deserve to be in the game. Loss of focus from me, and I choked it a bit. So it's 3-2 here, looking to extend this lead. Henry plays it into Neymar Jr. Neymar passes it to Henry. Beautiful touch with the back of his heel. Puts it into the back of the net. So 4-2 lead right here. Are we going to run away with this game or are we not? Kimpembe with his great defending stats. Coman plays it to Richarlison. Richarlison plays it to Firmino. And disappointing from me. Unfortunate for the ball to bounce back to him, but loss of focus yet again. And this was really late at night. I was a bit tired right here. Not going to make any excuses though. Maybe I played the game in quick succession, but I shouldn't have choked it this hard. So come on, game. Really, he's going to beat me to that header. My player's just going to wait there for the ball to come to him. I felt a bit hard done by there. This guy's going to run around. He knows what he was doing. He was just trying to frustrate me. And we are in the 83rd minute now. I was upset that I let this game get to this point. I let two goal leads slip. And I was very upset about that. And this guy's going to try and move his keeper. Gnabry's going to put it into the back of the net. And he's going to save me and make it 5-4. So guys, this video is coming to an end. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel down below. We managed to get the win. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Peace.
Damn, I'm on red alert. Now she went up in the dirt.